put me to bed, not even my mom or my dad. Safe in the everlasting loving arms of Jesus. Safe in the everlasting loving arms of Jesus. Safe in the everlasting loving arms of Jesus. Safe in the everlasting loving arms.
If you would like Heart for Worship to continue the Lord's work and perhaps grow, please pray that those who can will send a one-time gift or become monthly pledge partners. Donations can be sent to 1360 West Isabella Avenue, Suite 2047, Mesa, Arizona, 85202. That address can be found on heart4worship.com.
I see high upon the horizon a story begin to unfold from the yellow pages of time, from the ancient days of old, when cherubim and seraphim gather from wing to wing and see Jesus coming before them on white horse, that's King of Kings. They're singing, holy, holy, holy is the Lord our God most high. As the King in all his glory comes riding through the sky, and we'll be lifted up to meet him as we gather at heaven's door. And face to face he'll speak the words that I have waited for. Praise your reward, thou good and faithful one, a crown for work well done. Praise your reward. I've set a place with you for the servant you have been. Now put aside your shield and sword, come and enter in. Great, great, great is your reward. When a child would leave his mother, and a man will leave his wife, as the Lord of the harvest swings his sickle one last time. But the faithful who endure in an instant will be changed, and all who've gone before us will rise up from the grave, singing glory, glory, glory. God Almighty reigns, and the heavenly hosts will lead them on to their home Mount Zion. We'll walk the streets of gold to his holy throne we reach, and bow before and the redeemed and the Lamb. Together we'll join hands, and every tongue will confess Jesus Lord. Great is your reward. Thou couldn't faithful one, a crown for work and all. Great is your reward. I've set a place with thee for the servant you have been. Now put aside your shield and sword, come and enter in. Great, great, great. Great, great, great is your reward.
You are God in heaven, and here am I on earth. So I'll let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. And I'll stand in awe of you. Yes, I'll stand in awe of you. And I'll let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. Simplest of all love songs I want to bring to you. So I'll let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. And I'll stand in awe of you. Yes, I'll stand in awe of
so in love with you. Oh, my. Oh, my. If you don't have a personal relationship with Jesus, you don't know. You don't know what you're missing. To be in love with Jesus, you just don't know. I pray that for you. I pray that for you. That's the John Bradford Band. Let my words be few. They come to us out of Lancaster, New York. Right before that, Maya Amada, another New Yorker from Mount Vernon, New York. My name is Frank Oliver, and this is Heart for Worship. You know, Jesus referred to himself as many things, such as the Way. In 1970, an album came out that referred to him as Jesus Christ Superstar. In 1971, that was the theme for a Broadway show. And in 1973, the movie debuted, introducing many, more or less, to the gospel for the first time. Yes, the lyrics took some liberties, but God used it to draw people to Christ, and I was one of them. Our next song was inspired by Jesus Christ Superstar, although a little different. And it's this week's biblical parody of a classic rock song, and it's brought to us by Apologetics out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The purposes of Heart for Worship are to encourage the church to worship and serve God and to evangelize to others, to bring the backsliders back to their first love, Jesus, to reach shut-ins who cannot attend church, and to witness to the unsaved.
He taught us on the mountain top, a sermon that was clear and plain, a sermon of duty and love, and Jesus was his name. He taught it, yeah baby, we caught it. Well, come to Jesus and you'll find out he's your Messiah. Well, come to Jesus, and you'll find out he's your Messiah. His lessons had us mesmerized, amazing every man he met. That was because my Jesus taught like no one else had. Wow, he taught it. Yeah, baby, we got it. Well, come to Jesus, and you'll find out he's your Messiah. Well, come to Jesus, and you'll find